Hi everyone. I am back. Happy New Year. I'm here with what seems to be my regular cadence of one video per year, and again with another Procreate sketch. I'm always really conflicted about posting these because they are sketches for me and they're really quick, and I know they're not interesting. They're things I knock out in 1 to 2 hours. And they aren't too special, but I do a lot of them, probably more than any other thing that I draw, just because it is something that I can do when I wind down. I keep them to myself. I don't really post them on social media. Not that I really post anything on social media. I think it's pretty clear I'm really bad at keeping up with that. But I'm trying to figure out ways to make them more interesting, since it's something that I do naturally and is really low effort for me, since Procreate, which is the program that I work in, does regular recordings, time-lapse recordings of process, so it's just a matter of me exporting them and adding audio and editing what I need to. So I thought this one would be fun too because of the subject matter. I almost never draw fan art, and the last thing that I was making fan art of when I was making fan art regularly was the same subject matter when I was 12. It was Trigun. And for those of you not in the know, it's been rebooted as Trigun Stampede, and I was not anticipating to enjoy it. I haven't rewatched the original. Part of why I haven't rewatched it is because as much as I loved it, and it was my favorite show in the world when I was a kid, I wanted to just retain my memory of it instead of seeing how poorly I felt it aged. And when I saw previews for this one, which is the reboot that just came out this year, I was anticipating to kind of hate it, and lo and behold, it's the exact opposite. I jumped into it and immediately felt like I felt when I was 12 watching the original series. Episode 4 just aired this past Saturday, and my favorite character was introduced, and it was the coolest thing ever. And for the first time in years, I got bit by the fan art bug. So I wanted to just take a couple hours after watching it. I think this was done in about 2 hours to just draw him. So there's a lot of stuff here that isn't really refined. It's very unfinished. You can see where I even went in to try and do a little bit of a background situation, and I ended up taking it out later because I knew I wasn't going to come back to revisit it, so it didn't make sense to keep it in there and pursue it. So you'll see some flashes of that later on in the video. But like a lot of these sketches, they tend to relay enough of what I want to feel satisfied with them, and I am pretty satisfied with this one. And part of why I wanted to post it was because, as a kid, especially this character, I drew this character a lot. I was never able to draw him interacting with his weapon very well. I was really bad at mechanical stuff. I was really bad at perspective, and I still am, but it's at least stuff that I enjoy drawing now. And it was just really cool to revisit drawing him and being able to quickly bust out like a fun pose with his Punisher and feel really satisfied with it. It was kind of one of those things where it's like, yeah, I worked really hard and things are coming along. I remember how hard this was to draw way back when, and it's a lot more effortless now. I like the pose here. I think it originally had a better gesture at the get-go, but the show does this really incredible job of character acting. Like, these characters move like real people, and it's kind of nuts. And so even though the gesture and the movement I think was better in my initial sketch, I really wanted to try and relate that like kind of shifting and adjusting weight of his Punisher to his thighs, like he was kind of propping it up, maybe a little bounce as he adjusted it before firing. I don't know. It was just fun. I'll try and be more recurrent, but no promises. Maybe I'll have another video up soon, but if not, then I'll see you guys in 2024. Have a good one. Later.